Bonjour, bonjour, welcome back to my channel. I'm DMC, I'm an artist based in Atlanta. I do anime, realism, and illustration. If you'd like to check some of my artwork, I'm gonna put down below the link of my social media and my portfolio. I hope everybody has been great, and I know I've been away from videos on YouTube for like 2 weeks. I haven't uploaded, I've been busy. This month is very family, holiday, plus work. Everything has been a little busier than usual, so I just want to apologize for that. First, I want to welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for supporting my art journey as well, and my love for YuGiOh. This is an amazing community. I've been learning a little more about this new meta. It's kind of scares me because I've seen that Drytron is slowly like being pushed away with Tri Brigade, which most of you know I play Dark Magician deck. I've been seeing my deck going very strong as well, and now that I've seen that these two decks have been pushed down into the bar, and now we can see Sword Soul being one of the top ones, is kind of scary. So I've been doing my research about this new meta. I wanted to talk about that today, but I want to share just a little, how's it called, story time about my playmat I was working on. So just like my previous video, I'm gonna try to put artwork I have been working or something on the background. Other than that, if not, I'm gonna show pictures of the playmat I was working on. This playmat, this artwork, I've been working for 3 months. I know I've been calling this plenty of videos. I wanted to do my deck review with you guys, showing what do I have on my Dark Magician deck, and I was going to use as the background my playmat, the drawing, the artwork of the playmat I have. So let me tell you the story about what happened with my playmat. Most of you know I'm a traditional artist. I do most of the things with marker, inking, color pencil. So I was working on this Drytron themes of playmat, and one of the characters that I really like about all this mecha art style is Divine Arsenal Zeus Sky Thunder, because one of my previous battles or play I had with one of my friends, or even against Del King, I remember I used to hate Divine Arsenal Zeus, because what happened was that no matter what, when you bring Zeus to the field, he will wipe your entire play field, and to be honest, I started loving him because of the amazing abilities this card have. So this was the design I was gonna make of this playmat. I don't know what happened. I was working on it the previous night. I was working on it, and I decided to put my Wacom with the computer, because the Wacom 16 is connected to the laptop, so it's not a separated tablet. It actually have to be connected to the computer, which for me was kind of a bothering. But what happened is that when I moved the Wacom 16 or the tablet, I moved the two things at the same time, the laptop and the tablet, to put it in the floor, because I was gonna get up. I was sitting in my bed and I was just laying down and I was just drawing on it. So I decided to move it to the side, and I make sure to save whatever I have. But when I saved it, I look at the artwork, how it was looking right after I saved it. The file was corrupted. The file I was working for 3 months was corrupted. I tried to save it. I even have Del King looking at it. I looked in YouTube videos. I tried to look everywhere about how to restore a file on Adobe Photoshop, and all I see is that you cannot restore something that was already saved. So I've been in shock. I think I even try to cry. I mean, not try, but I cry a little. But it was sad. It's like a project. It's a project you work for 3 months, and the lesson you learn about this is always try to have a backup. Again, I'm very into traditional art. I'm not really into digital, but I've been pushing myself to digital because nowadays everything is digital. So for me, I blame myself. I'm not blaming on anybody else or whatever. You should always have a backup of a file that you're working for so many days or hours. So that's something I want to tell you guys. Fortunately, I'm not going to have the playmat anytime soon. I'm already working on sorry, I'm laughing because this is just crazy how this happened. I'm still in shock, I think. I don't know if one of these days I'm just gonna have the mental breakdown and I'm gonna cry but I'm currently rebuilding Zeus, and I have all these other little Drytrons, Alpha, all these little Drytrons that I need to work on. Might as well just show you guys how it looks. I was gonna keep it as a surprise. I was gonna do it for my 1K subscribers, and unfortunately that's not gonna happen. So what I'm planning on doing next video, I'm planning on wearing as my Dark Magician girl that I mentioned I was gonna do. I'm gonna do my Dark Magician deck profile with one of my favorite playmats I have right here, but unfortunately it's not going to be with a playmat I've been working on for so long. I apologize if I honestly put you guys, I promise something is not going to happen. I know accidents happen, and I don't know if it's probably the stress about everything that's going around, and I'm just, you know what, I gotta move on. I gotta get up from this and try to rework this playmat again, because I do want to have my playmat. I want to bring my own playmat to play on my locals. So that's one of the things I wanted to update you guys. Unfortunately, not gonna have that merch for anytime soon. So I'm still gonna have my deck profile reveal next Monday, next video, and with my Dark Magician girl outfit. And I want to talk as well about this new meta that is just crazy. And guess what? We're having the ban list coming up soon as well. Because of how the meta looks right now, it's very hard to determine what is going to happen on the ban list. Few months ago, we knew Dragoon was overpowering. Everybody wanted Dragoon banned, Verte. And then because of that, Dragoon will splash into almost every deck. That's what is happening currently. And tell me if I'm wrong with Phoenix Enforcer. It's almost like they switched Dragoon for Phoenix Enforcer almost every deck. And now because of Sword Soul, it's like on top of the food chain of the YuGiOh decks. At this point, I believe it's very hard for a person that doesn't have much experience with YuGiOh playing with a deck against Sword Soul. This card is already, this deck is already kicking Drytron's Tri-Brigade to the bottom and not being the tier 1 as it used to be. So if we remember, Drytron was one of those cards, one of those decks that people were complaining that is just continuously, it needs to be banned. Some of the cards needs to be banned. They even limited ban 10 and just to slow down Drytron. But for a deck to stop Drytron from being one of the top tiers, because this deck must be crazy. I have not yet been sent to the Shadow Realm with this deck. So far what I've heard from friends and from Del King is a great player. He always brings news about what happens in the locals. Unfortunately, I have not been in the locals because of work. This month again has been chaotic, plus so many emotional stuff about like my playmat, all that kind of stuff. So whenever he goes to the local, he tells me about what happened, and it's just crazy to hear that Sword Soul can actually kick Drytron deck. Does Sword Soul will have been hit by the ban list? Absolutely not. This deck just came out, just freshly baked. It's out of the oven. Konami is not going to do that. One of the things that I was talking to Del King about, that is one of the reasons why Dragoon was not going to be banned, because it came out as a Starlight. And that's one of the reasons why Konami will not ban things when they're just freshly out of the bake, like out of the oven. So that's one of the reasons I believe Sword Soul is gonna remain on top of the meta. It's gonna be there, and unfortunately, if the ban list is gonna be picky, they're gonna choose to ban a few more stuff from the Drytron deck or even Tri-Brigade, because right now Konami wants to have Sword Soul on top, and to be honest, it's happening. Deck has an amazing artwork. Talking as an artist, I love the art of Sword Soul as well. There is always no complaint about how Konami can release this amazing cards deck. It came out chef kiss. Obviously, my favorite type of art is gonna be the one of Mecha, which is Drytron. I'm very into kind of Dark Magician. I love Dark Magician. I love the style, but it's very interesting the details that Mecha have on the Yu-Gi-Oh world. So talking about Sword Soul, I'm not planning on building anything with Sword Soul. It's expensive. Oh my god, sorry, I'm just thinking like so expensive, and I get it why. It's amazing cards, well, it's worth, but I mean, buying the cards to be able to take locals, but it's very expensive. I already did my research and I was like, oh, okay, that's actually very expensive. But am I going to play this deck anytime soon or create a deck of Sword Soul? No, absolutely not right now. I'm already with the Dark Magician. My wallet has been crying because of the Dark Magician, and plus Dark Magician is an emotional kind of deck why I keep it. The thing is, the other day I wrote a comment saying the best, I believe I said the best card in Yu-Gi-Oh is a credit card, and someone replied on the comment saying no, it's not true. I actually been playing my deck for like 10 years, I think, or 5 years, and it's only worth $200. So it's not true. They put bring, like the bring is worth more than what the deck is worth. Kind of true, but at this point the good cards are expensive because of that, the amazing effect the cards does. So I'm debating about that. I don't know if you guys will agree with that you don't need to have an expensive card to top locals. Well, if I don't put Magician Souls to my deck will be like stalling for sure. The one of Magician Souls actually saves a lot. So this is, and they're not, it's not like they're worth money, but I believe you need to invest in your card and your deck so it can actually top locals or even get to the spot and locals, because nowadays. So what do I think about the ban list? I might do a video later, just like I did one of the previous videos I did, writing down on my little notepad what I think should be banned, what I think should be limited, what I think because of the meta. But honestly, I'm not 100% sure what it should be limited at this point. I don't think it's so different. I'm very confused about this meta. Maybe I need to do more of my research, but because of Sword Soul, things have been shifting so much that I don't feel like the other decks are very like, hey, you need to take this out because hey, it's not fair, But Konami always surprise us. They always do something different, something that you're like, oh, what? Like bringing back some cards that were limited, or even banned. So it's very interesting to see. What do you guys think as well? If you guys have any suggestion, what do you guys think is gonna happen with being banned, or which card should be limited? Just write in the comments, or we will just have a discussion, or probably give me an idea of what you guys actually think should be banned or limited. So ending this video, first I would like to apologize. The video was all over the place. I know first I started talking about my playmat, my project that I did for 3 months, and just whoosh, just vanished. So I'm a little emotional, still kind of down, unfortunately. I'm sorry. And then talking a little about the meta and talking about probably the ban list, which honestly, again, I repeat, I'm not sure what's gonna happen. Pretty much everything is just flowing in one direction. Social still top of the food chain. So I wanted to thank you, everyone. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Hopefully next video, I'm gonna have the Dark Magician cosplay and I'm gonna have my Dark Magician deck review. So if you're by Atlanta on next week, there is MomoCon. I'm probably gonna put somewhere on my social media or here where is gonna be my table so you can come by and say hi and check my stuff without the playmat. Sorry if I keep bringing it. I'm still sad. Okay, sorry. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for the support. Thank you for subscribing. And hopefully next week I'll have a better mindset. Au revoir, à la prochaine.